Drop the bomb with it. Drop the bomb with it. Drop the bomb with it. Drop the bomb with it.
Good evening. My name is Robin Kerr, and this is my co-host, Amanda Davis. And we are here for the New Year's edition of the Nightly News 2.0. Last year is 2011 to 2012, and this year is 2012 to 2013, but you probably figured that out already, because it's a year later. 2 days removed, and we have more news to discuss tonight. News from fun, to goofy, to strange, to somewhat rather odd. First story we're going to cover tonight is that this morning, in the wee hours, about 1 to 3 o'clock, I finished Season 1 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. For the very first time I was able to watch all 60 episodes back to back to back to back to back to back, because of my friend Brandon Smith. Thank you, Brandon. I love you, man. Number 2, if you watched our video last year, you will have noticed there was a scene where he was playing Batman Arkham City, discussing the greatness of the game and laughing during the moments of fun. But there was a moment that was unaware of our doings until almost a year later. There was a moment where Brandon said that he'd been playing the game for about 10 hours and asked, was he weird? I said no, but if you listen closely by turning up the news, and actually turning up the dial and paying close attention, you'll hear someone says, yes it does. Upon further inspection, we find out that Batman actually was the one that said it. So in that moment of our fun and games, Batman actually told us that we was, in fact, weird. And now over to Amanda Davis, our co-host. You have something to say?
My dog thinks she's part cat.
And now our top story. We have had several things happen this past year. One thing that happened was the conclusion of a trilogy of mass proportions that makes everything else look like, well, like a snowman melting in the winter. Another thing was the fact that sparkling grape juice was everywhere you go. What am I talking about? Well, let's go live in the field as we actually see a panel of judges and hosts as they discuss what is going on.
Seriously? I mean, Twilight? Twilight was a terrible movie. I mean, it was terrible.
Terrible? What are you talking about? The movie was so good. I mean, from the very first one to the very last one.
Twilight was terrible.
What was terrible about it?
I'm Batman.
I mean, seriously? The vampires that sparkle? I mean, seriously, sparkle? I mean, what vampire in this day and age do you know that sparkle? See, Blade had some vampires. They got hit with silver, they burst into flames, man. And then, I mean, you got freaking werewolves all bare-shirted. I'm thinking I'm watching a I'm So Sexy and I Know It video instead of a movie.
But man, it wasn't about the sparkling, it wasn't about the hairy, it wasn't about the shirtlessness. It was the fact that the love story was so very good. The love story was good, and the continuity of everything happening was good. That was what the problem was.
I'm Batman.
Look, there was no story in existence in there. I mean, it was total crap. I mean, I felt no sense of, oh, Team Jacob, oh, Team Edward, or, you know, I'm just a guy with droopy eyes and pale face. I mean, I haven't felt none of that. And Kristen Stewart, I mean, does she even smile? She looks like she's smelling a lingering fart that somebody just laid on. I mean, seriously? Twilight, is that your argument? I mean, seriously.
Dude, sparkling vampires, who cares? Shirtless werewolves, who cares? It was the love story, the fact that they went so far so they was gonna die for each other, man.
I'm Batman.
You know what? You're just the dumbest person I ever met for liking this movie. I mean, seriously.
You're calling me dumb?
I'm calling you dumb.
You're calling me dumb. The guy that says that Twilight's stupid is calling me dumb. You're the one who's stupid.
No, you're the one who's stupid. You know what?
You want to go?
You know? He really is right. Kristen Stewart hardly ever smiles. I mean, she looks like someone just permanently smacked her with an ugly stick and she's permanently upset about it. Or it could be that she married Robert Pattinson, one of the two. I don't know. What's your opinion, Robin?
My opinion does not matter because K-Stew, her beef stew is more entertaining than she is. K-Stew's Beef Stew, brought to you by Mad. Anyway, our second part of our top story is what you see before you. A generation. A generation. A legacy left apart and left behind by one man of great importance named Christopher Nolan. He was a man whose vision took him several years to make. 2004, he was first introduced to Batman Begins, which you see on opposite ends of this table. 2008, we found out that The Dark Knight really was amazing. This past summer, The Dark Knight Rises showed us what it really takes to be Batman. Gotham's Reckoning was finally here. People saw this movie and was thinking, well, you know, what's going to happen? Nearly 3 hours, me and my friends actually sat there in the theater for the entire trilogy, back to back to back. What an amazing night that was. Throughout the movie we thought, is he really going to kill Batman? You can't kill Batman. How do you kill Batman? Man, how do you kill Batman? Exactly, you don't kill Batman.
There's no way. He carries Wolverine in his frickin' utility belt and kryptonite.
In case of emergency, press X for Wolverine. In case of Superman, throw the green bullet. Well, Batman, Batman, Batman. Thank you very much, Christopher Nolan. Pay tribute to you. Now, on to our first commercial break. After this, we'll see you again. That's what I used to look like! This is what I look like now! Ah! Superman Pimp Cup! It was the only thing to help me lose that much weight! At one point I was 350 pounds! Now I'm not! I weigh 220 pounds in less than 1 year's time! All I had to do was just drink out of the Superman Pimp Cup. And this Pimp Cup is so awesome! You can put water in this! You can put salt! You can put dog food! You can put kitty litter! You can put boiled eggs! You can put fried up onions! No matter what you put in this, it will dissolve and become Batman's lifeblood elixir! As soon as you drink it, you'll go from what I used to could to what I am now! Only the Batman Pimp Cup! I mean the Superman Pimp Cup! I don't know why I got that wrong! Only the Superman Pimp Cup has that kind of awesomeness to be able to make you lose your weight!
Hey! You got a Superman Crump Cup!
Hey! You got a Batman Pimp Cup! Very nice!
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Dang it, Bobby.
And we're back! Man, that last commercial was so amazing. Whew! Wasn't it? That Superman Pimp Cup commercial was so amazing and so adrenaline-filled. I sweat so much just by watching it! My shirt became drenched out of chain shirts. I mean, my socks. I literally knocked my socks off. Literally. And now we're on to a... Amanda, I gotta go. Here he calls. Up and away!
Well, now I'm all alone. That was odd.
I don't need this. So, I've been hearing a lot about these, posers. And the main difference between me and them is I'm not wearing hockey pads. I just want to know about these posers. Because everybody knows I'm the real Batman. I mean, where are they? Kind of reminds me of my last fight with Bane. And I was trying to save Gotham. And he said a citizen had the trigger. And I was punching him and I was like, where's the trigger? Where is it? Where's the trigger? I'm going around saving Gotham this summer movie season, and we got that what do you call it? The Amazing Spider-Man. Oh boy. That movie blowed. I mean, how often are you going to just retell the whole origin story again? And then Avengers, oh boy. They thought they just took me off my high horse, right? Oh, the Avengers, box office smash. Tell you what, those kids, yeah, it was all the parents' fault. My movie is a grown-up movie. Yeah, I am definitely the real Batman. Oh man, don't get me started on before summer movie season hit. Oh, Ghost Rider. Marvel think they have their chips all lined up. But I tell you what, I'm Batman. Well, thanks for listening.
Anytime.
Got back here as soon as I could, Lois. Amanda. And now for the second part of this segment. You look a little bit hot in the color and a little bit sweaty. Anything okay?
Yeah.
Alright, continuing on.
Batman.
You see nothing. So, this past year, 1 year ago, we talked about, Cena and Rock at WrestleMania. Was it good? Was it bad? Here is our review and my opinion. I didn't like it. It was not a good match. In my opinion, it was okay because The Rock was in it. Cena made it really bad. Cena couldn't even sell a rock bottom. How stupid do you gotta be to sell a rock bottom? I mean, seriously. I sold a rock bottom and did a backflip. I'm fat. How do you figure that one out? I mean, Cena, seriously. Huh? Well, that's another story for another day. Amanda, you got any words to say?
Batman.
Alright. Apparently Batman is on her mind. I have no idea why. Anyway, we're going to commercial break now. So until then, make sure you find your pimp cups, whether Superman or Batman, and hopefully you stay completely safe and well. Goodbye.
Oh, hey! Do you know who I am? My name is Mike from Mike Comic Book Emporium. We got tons of stuff. We got Batman galore, like tons of Batman, Superman, Iron Man. We even got Spider-Man. Hey, you into anime? We got tons and tons of anime here. Just all the good animes that the kids will like. Come on to Mike's Emporium, the comic book shop, down there on 5th Street. We got tons and tons and tons of comics. I mean, it's like, wow, wall-to-wall comics. I mean, you can't be bored. You can just nerd out from tons and tons of comics. I mean, come and see Mike's Comic Book Emporium. Bring your family along. Yeah.
So, Robin, have you ever heard of Pokemon?
Pokemon. Kinda sounds familiar. What do you want to say about it?
Just how superbly amazing it is, down from the characters to the Pokemon themselves. Now, personally, my favorite Pokemon is Jolteon.
Really?
Yes. There's nothing better for me than a good electric-type Pokemon. They can take out water. Now, they're not useful against many other things unless you teach them moves like Eevee can learn Shadow Ball. Good little Eevee. And just Pokemon. There's just nothing better in this world than Pokemon.
So, if you had a partner, you would choose Jolteon then, right?
Yes.
How
Jolteon
in the
would be my
world?
first.
So every time Pokemon wins, it's like Pikachu has got the peace sign. How would Jolteon do a peace sign? I mean, it's on all 4 legs. I mean, you can't just like Jolteon. It's like, how would it do a peace sign?
Its ears.
I can see how that would work. Anything else you want to say about Pokemon? I mean, you got a Torchic, you got a Tepig,
Clefairy.
Clefairy.
This thing, I have had this thing for years. It's one of the very first gifts ever given to me.
I remember those things. I got dizzy. You spell watch? You don't want to do that. And that's what you call a breakdancing Pokemon, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't know you could do that. Impressive. Now, there's something you wanted to tell everybody at the end of your segment. What was it again?
Prepare for trouble.
And make it double.
To protect the world from devastation.
To unite all peoples within our nation.
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
Amanda.
Robin.
Team Super, blast off at the speed of light!
Surrender now or prepare to fight.
Meowth. That's right.
Alright guys, this is our closing thoughts. Last year our closing thoughts were a little bit more silly. It's always silly. This entire video was silly. From Superman Pimp Cup explosion to a really crazy comic book guy with really long hair, Pokemon rants, Batman making a news anchor completely gasless. But this closing thoughts is not going to be something of silliness. Recently, me and Brandon both have lost people that was very close to us and people that were big parts of our lives. And I saw one only a few days earlier. He saw one only a few days earlier, and they both died because of illnesses. I'm not saying this to be a downer. I'm saying this because my heart's cry as of late has been really one thing: love. Whether love your family, love your neighbors, love someone down the street, love someone that you can pass by on the road that just the car stopped. You never know when the last time you're going to see someone is going to be. I myself am making a personal vow every single day to make myself more well and make myself a greater person every single day. And part of that is by reaching my hand in extension and saying, I ask forgiveness for anything that I've wronged you with, and I hope you'll forgive me anything that, I've done. And if you forgive me, I'll forgive you. Love your family. Love your kids. Love the kids that you're placed in care of. Love your brothers, love your sisters, whether they're by blood or not, because we're all one people. We're all created equal. No one is above another. No one is below another. We're all equal no matter what anybody thinks. Love people because you never know what love is going to do. And if we can just, reach out and touch somebody, I don't mean just like physically touch them on their skin or touch them in their heart. If you touch them in their heart and in their soul and they truly understand that they are loved and they matter, the world will change. It's going to take a little bit. But if we all do it a little bit, then eventually the world could change. I say that because I look into the future and I see a world where we are all truly one people, not divided by nations and not divided by borders, not divided by languages, but all one people. We truly understand that we love. And if we love, the world will change. And if we understand that, then we all truly will be one tribe. Because that's all we are, is one humanity. We'll be one tribe. We'll all have one love united throughout the entire world. We'll have one unity because we'll be together. That's my cry, and that's my heart's cry to tell you guys. My heart song sings, saying if we do not unify, then the world is going to go even worse every single day. So I say this in a blessing to you guys, everyone who's going to watch this. Laugh, laugh, laugh. When it gets to this, please understand with your hearts that we need to love. And to everyone who sees this, may the sun shine upon you and bless your inner light. May you find true peace. May love, honor, and respect fall on you. May peace and hope guide your path, and may your dreams come true. And hopefully, this will have touched you somehow. Thank you.